And then, well, like I say, continuing on, at 20 years old, I got married, and I felt as I still had a purpose. And so I just kept on moving and whatnot, from one thing to another, one type of business to another and whatnot. And of course, at my work time, I worked with the plumbers here in St. Mary's County, and carpenters, bricklayers, and then in '52, I went working for Jill Hill at the dry cleaning plant. I worked there for 2 years, and then when the plant burnt down, I went on the base. Then I stayed on the base for 34 years, and that was my last job working out.
To go back a little bit, when you were a teenager, and you were still living at home, where did your parents sort of let you go? What kind of activities did you do?
Well, most any kind of clean activity. Well, we most at that time went to church festivals, you know, and whatnot. When you're young at the time, you wasn't allowed around no bars and places. You go to church fairs and things happen around the church and school and back home.
Okay. What was it like when you first went out on your own?
What you mean, job activity? Most anything.
Well, so you never moved from home?
No, I never.
But now, when your parents left, you were sort of on your own?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess that's about, okay, when you first, started your job and, started, whatever.
Right.
I guess I'm a little confused about how to say it like this, how to make sense. But now, what was your first job?
My first job working out, I come as working with the plumbers and electricians.
Okay. Now, do you remember how much money you made at that time?
I think at that time we was making about $5 a day.
$5 a day. Okay. And then when you went to the dry cleaning plant?
When I first went to the dry cleaning plant back in '52, I think we was getting somewhere in the neighborhood, what was it, around 80 cents an hour or something like that. Wasn't much.
Okay. Now, so as you got older and whatever, then, and your parents were gone, then what kind of, what did you do for entertainment then?
Entertainment then, as I got older, then I come as, going different bars and still kept up with church activities and fairs and things, of that nature and all and whatnot. And that was the way it went.
Now, you always, when you were working at the dry cleaning plant and working for the carpenters, and you had your own transportation.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Now, I got this car from Theodore Hill. You probably know him, heard of him a lot. Theodore Hill, well, he had gotten another car and all and whatnot, and so this was a '42 Chevrolet. So I need the car and all, so I asked him about this car. He had it sitting up in the yard. I said, okay, but I'll let you have it. They just pay me so much every week and whatnot, and just say other things. I bought the car from him and had that for transportation and all and whatnot. And then as time went on, then I bought myself a pickup truck. I think I paid $100 for the pickup truck, and come as hauling wood back in the, mid-'50s and late '50s and all, in the early '60s. Wood business, hauling and selling wood was a good business. So I was working on the base. I would come off the base and then haul wood lots of time up until about 10, 11 o'clock at night. We fixed the lights on the truck so we could throw it on and off and whatnot, haul wood. Then on Saturdays I did the same thing. And then a lot of times when I wasn't doing that, Robert Bennett and myself, we would take on extra jobs. With Robert, he had a lot of connection with people like in town, Crick and all, you know, and whatnot, and even up here to Macon Mary Church, and, paint jobs. So we did a lot of painting around the area too. So we'd sometimes go and come off a job around 4:30 in the evening, grab a sandwich or something, and gee, we would go paint rooms and things up in, up in Town Creek, sometimes 10, 11 o'clock at night, you know, and come on back home, get cleaned up, get ready for a job next morning again. I have really put in some work hours. I guess if I had 50 cents for every hour that I didn't put in work.
Okay.